Go hammered son of a bitch. Late Brothers 1967. Let's let the motorcycles go by. Thanks. Trying to record here, people. Get a life. Oh, hey, it's Brian from Arrowhead Garage, and this is another Firebird Friday video. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm restoring my late brother's 1967 Pontiac Firebird 400. And I really hope if you're into Firebirds or F-body cars, or even those darn Camaros from Chevy, hit that subscribe button for me. Give me a thumbs up as we get into this week's Firebird Friday video. Now, we're not going to do a lot of how-to stuff today. It's going to be more of an overview video of what we've been doing to this fender. Now, this is an original Firebird fender from '67, so we want to keep it as much as we possibly can. And like we've said before in last week's video, that my oldest son Xavier is coming down to visit for the weekend, and with him, he is going to bring his welding skills, and we're going to put him to the test this weekend and see what he can do. He's going to help me weld that back patch on. But the thing with Xavier and my brother Keith, they had this bond of this uncle and nephew bond that was unlike anything I've ever seen before. My brother called him Sparkplug, and of course, my son just adored his uncle Keith because he was a badass and had cool cars and remodeled houses and tore shit up and stuff. That's that relationship. So you can already tell, young boy, cool uncle, yeah. So he wants to add his mark to this car by doing some welding to kind of put in his thing for his uncle. So we're going to let him do that. I'm going to learn how to hammer and dolly out this dent. And remember, we still can't talk about this dent because there's a statute of limitations from back in 2020 or 2021 that we can't talk about just yet. Drink? Anyone? Anyways, so last time you saw we got this kind of pounded out. We're going to do some more work, but I'm going to shut it down. I want you guys to check out Xavier doing this welding. This is not going to be a DIY how-to video of Firebird Friday. It's going to be more or less just some working on the fender and having some fun. So with that, let's get into this. That's where I got it from. Damn it, Bob.
I love it.
Propane and propane accessories. Okay, here goes spark plug. Welding on old KJ. Oh, you're not...
I don't have the ground hook.
Yep. Now we have ground. Check. Absolutely. Going to town. Works for me. All right, here's all of Xavier's work. We got it pretty good. Now there is a lip right here, you can see, and it's about a 16th, maybe less. We're just going to use some putty, or we're just going to use some filler and fill that in. Remember, we have our holes here for our side molding, and again, that side molding is going to cover that up. On the back side. Now, on the back side, you can see there's a separate piece that comes up into here, and you can kind of see some little bit of the welding going on back there. I'm going to go ahead and take some 415 and shoot it all back up inside this here lip when I eventually get ready to that point. And again, being an Arizona car, it's never going to see water, but we definitely want to at least do something for that for the future. Make sure we can get all that done. And then I got to find out from the guys, is this here supposed to be, it looks like it's dipped right in here. Yep, so it's kind of dipped in right there. Do I need to make that flat like this, and does this need to be bent? Oh, there's Sierra. You gonna say hi? What you doing, girl? You gonna say hi to everyone? Say hi, Sierra. Who's a good girl? Who's been a good girl for her dad? Who's a good girl? Say, yeah, she's a good girl. Yes. All right, back to here. So we'll have to figure that out. I'll get with Jonathan and Louis to see if that's going to work or not there. But we are getting closer. I'm hoping next weekend that the weather's going to be nice here in Phoenix. It's going to be 75 degrees, and we can shoot this and prime this and then start putting on some body filler. All right, so if you remember last time, I used a rubber mallet and basically was able to pound out that big concave dent that was in here. So we pretty much got this going, and it's pretty good. And that line right there, I can see it. It is noticeable. There's a few little spots that the ridge line has gone away from, but that's when I've been learning how to hammer and dolly. So talking to my good friends Jonathan over at Vinyl Village Garage and Louie at First Generation Garage, links down below to subscribe to them and check out their videos if you don't know who they are yet. And I've been learning. I've been just slowly taking my time and learning how this stuff works. And I know you can't tell, but this is better than what it's ever been, and I've been learning slowly. Been using this hammer to get that just right, and again, it is a delicate process, but I'm trying to get that ridge line back up, and as you can kind of tell, right in here, it kind of goes flat, so I'm going to use this on the opposite side and kind of hit up on where that should be, right there. And again, not a how-to video, but there's a ton of videos out there on YouTube. You can pick up one of these sets. I picked up my set from Amazon. There's a link down below if you want to get the same set I do. But I'm telling you, I'm already impressed with just the little bit of work that I've done to get this fender in place. All right, so right in here is where you can kind of tell from about here to here is where that lip of the fender is kind of rolled, and then it kind of goes flat into there. That got damaged when this got hit. So what I'm trying to do is kind of just raise that up. As you can feel it, it comes in. There's kind of a thing. So it needs to have more of a ridge right in here. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to use this dolly here on the flat surface, and I'm going to use the back end of this pick part to kind of drive that up. And it's really simple. You're basically just going to put this on one side where you want it to be raised. And you're going to take this and you're just going to try to find it. And it just takes time. You just keep working it. And you start to see your progress, and it's kind of cool. And it kind of goes in that flat spot right there. And then right in here, and it just slowly begins to build up into that. And of course, you can kind of see we got that body line right there coming through. Still need some more work right in here. But remember, there's an emblem that goes here and that Firebird word that goes here. So I'm going to probably use some body filler to get that peak right there in that line, that body line to come in. But we'll have an emblem that comes in here. Now this is that other spot here, and I know it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it start. I'm starting to get that line back in there. And again, you're not going to completely do this with hammer and dolly. You will have to use some filler to get that ridge. But remember, that chrome strip kind of comes in here. So that's going to help offset that and take your eye away from there. Then, up and over here, we have a few little dents. And again, I'm going to try to dolly those out, hammer and dolly those out. But I think I may just have to use some filler on those. But damn, it looks so much better than what it did. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. I think I've had about as much fun as I can getting this dent up and out using the hammer and dolly. I'm probably just going to have to put some body filler in there and bring that up to that curve of this fender. So with that, I'm going to shut down this episode of Firebird Friday. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber already, hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment. Let me know if you're working on a classic first-gen F-body car, whether it be Camaro, Firebird, or maybe a second-gen or third-gen, and you're enjoying the content. Give me some ideas and suggestions on ideas I can do for the Fender. And until next Friday, have a good one, and stay safe out there, people. And I'll see you then.